It's Friday, November 18th, and I'm starting on my to-do list. Today we're going to start to clean out that stinky room. So this is Victoria Albanese, who is with Personal Management Systems.
Personal Management Services.
I always say systems because I come from a systems background.
Right.
So S to me is systems.
Right.
And I'm Pam Christensen with Staging for Charisma. And we are starting on the saga of transforming my stinky room.
And this is the stinky room. I'm not quite sure why she calls it the stinky room though, because it's not really stinky.
But it used to be stinky because I have two dogs, and so I took all the carpet out of the rest of my house except this room. And sometimes people forget and they leave the door open. The dogs came in, discovered the carpet, thus the stinky room. But we're very careful now, and we've got different dogs, and they don't do that anymore. So the smell isn't it's not in here. So, but as you can see, when I remodeled my home, everything that I didn't know what to do with came into this room, and I don't know what to do with it.
It certainly did. Oh, and we have some, I guess you'd call this ancient technology?
we have a desktop computer that was probably purchased in the late 90s, and the laptop was probably close to the same around the late 90s, maybe 2000.
This is 10 years old. I just have to say, I have the same laptop that is obsolete and slowing my business, Personal Management Services, down because it's so old.
Yeah, and so partly what I can do is, in addition to having Victoria help me clean out my room, I can revitalize my little IT brain and help her get a newer technology computer, which will really help her out. So what do I do with all of this stuff?
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort and purge. So we're going to decide what stays and what goes.
Okay.
And that's the system today. Today we're going to probably just do the floor. We're going to sort and purge. Is it going or is it staying? This box we know is going.
It's going.
Those shredders we know are going.
Yes.
This laptop we know is staying. The chairs are staying. That kind of thing. We're not gonna go from the inside out today. We're just gonna go on the surface so that we can make room so that we can work. Because we're gonna need the floor to sort when we get into these other drawers and shelves, and so that we can stop when our time is up. We can stop and we can leave it. We can walk away and come back and pick it up. So the first thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna sort out the floor.
Okay. So that was actually one of my questions, is Thanksgiving is coming. To me, everything should come out of the room, but I don't want everything out of the room because I'm having Thanksgiving dinner here. So I'm glad to hear that we don't have to move everything out. So we could actually, this box is easy. In fact, this stuff is part of my current business.
Okay.
So what I have here, this is my box of the stock of Eco Joes, which you're all going to order for Christmas for all your realtor friends. So I have all my Eco Joes here, and these are actually part of my staging business and don't really belong in this room. These are my supply of pure air, which could be why this room doesn't stink anymore, because I do use it here. So these things to me belong more in my warehouse than they belong here.
But they don't belong in this room right now, so we're taking them out.
So
go. You grab a box, I'll grab a box. We're going to consolidate into one box?
Yep.
Very
consolidate
good.
That. There's a nice little thing. I don't know.
Are we going to donate that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see that? Oh yeah. My sister made that. She doesn't even care. She won't even care.
No, this is our donation box. Put it out there in the hall.
Great. All right.
And this is going, see, we're already going to make room.
I know. But until I go, it's going to go in the closet in my office.
You know what? I think when Dave comes back from his errand, he's not going to believe how much progress we will have made.
You know, sometimes it's harder for some people to let go of things than others. Like this box.
That box is gone.
This box is recycled, so we can I'll just take it out.
Well, it's going to be in the way of your camera there.
Yeah, it's got to go. So we want to go through and show really how bad this room, the carpet's in terrible shape.
Those are the culprits of the stinky, probably that.
That's right. That's where the stinky's coming from.
Was coming from.
Was coming from. And now here's the closet where we've got so much stuff in the closet. And the floor, it's just really stacked with stuff. basically stuff that we've never known what to do with, and it's ended up in here.
Most people have a catch-all room, and that's what this room has become, the catch-all.
It's exactly what it's become. And there's the old computer, the old office, the old TV, all the old stuff, and everything's just really on the floor.
We're going to take care of that right now.
Okay. Wow. You know, we've only been working on this room for maybe an hour and a half. Yeah. And we have made so much progress. And we've even had time to have a little bit of wine.
Every job should come with wine, don't you think?
I think it should.
So let's have a look at the floor.
Let's have a look at the floor. So you all saw the floor when we started. The floor was covered. You couldn't even walk in this room. And now, if you look at the floor, everything's off the floor. Nothing's coming back in. We've made a huge dent.
Huge. Huge. Sort, purge, donation, lots of recycle. And how many of you have a box like this? Full of wires that you probably don't need. And those old cell phones, donate them to the soldiers. That's where they're supposed to go. But probably most of this is not going to ever get used, so
it's all going to go. So this is just the very first segment of the transformation of Pam's stinky room. In less than 2 hours, we have made a tremendous difference. We have homework to do. My husband and I have homework to do before Victoria comes back. And I can't wait to do the next segment. Thank you very much, Victoria. This is so cool.
You're welcome. Are you inspired?
I am.
Cheers.
I am. Cheers.